Flick.
And nobody ain't gonna join it, my guy.
I said I'm about to do the thing myself, nigga.
Nah. Join. Join. Scar, Volcom, Buddha. Join.
This shit looks stupid.
I borrowed your car, Scar.
Where you going? Start up the mission.
This shit looks retarded.
To kill a guy. He said to kill a guy.
It's fun. What you talking about?
Who the how you die, huh? How you die, huh?
That guy blew me up in Scar car.
Dang, Scar, your car done. Your car is over, bro.
Don't worry, he paid for it. Can I have my phone? That's your phone. That's your iPhone. What? Why you don't? Why? Why? Wait,
yo.
What? Copeland? You should never gave it to him.
Yo, how he just switched sweaters though? That's facts.
Alright, let's go. Let me drive the truck. Is this the same one we did before? No. Oh. Different. Y'all know if y'all be the one that we did before, y'all get to drive Trouble and Micro and them.
What'd he say?
If y'all do the same one we did this morning, y'all get to drive Trevor and Michael in there.
You funny as hell.
I'm
I don't think that's possible.
Oh, what the fuck?
You hit me.
You got hit by the propeller, my guy.
Why do you keep saying my God?
Why the fuck are you
Somebody
flying
died.
crazy anyway? You done missed the whole damn truck.
Oh my god, would have died.
We ain't got no more lives. We needed those lives, bro.
I jumped out because they made me jump out at the wrong time. Why would you even stop the plane? Why you couldn't even land it? Because they all jumped out. I said, alright.
Oh, I want to.
I was on Snapchat. This is one of the cars, Volcom. Just to let you know that.
You finally
weird
remembered your password.
I want to drive it.
No, let me drive it. I haven't even done the update. I'm new to this shit.
No, get on the back side. Get in the back.
Oh, y'all doing that one mission? I know what y'all doing. Y'all weak ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did it last
so how does this work? Like, do I like just ram people with this shit?
Do it. Grab big ass truck. Never mind. Ram that car right there. It flies. And you said this update sucked. You said it wasn't worth it. Ram that car right there. Do it.
Calm down, my nigga. Calm down.
Fuck you.
He said, fuck you.
Alright, now stop driving reckless while I fall off the back of this bitch.
You ain't gonna fall off and they ain't gonna let you fall off. All over the couch.
Hey, squad car. Hey, this is a true squad car, yo.
I gotta clean up the bathroom. Doo-doo-doo. I gotta clean up the bathroom. What up, Serta? What's up, Serta?
Oh, turtle. Turtle.
Who is Turtle, nigga? What's up, punk ass? What up, punk ass?
Yo, little dick, leave the party, okay?
No, I'm Serta friend, man. I'm Serta friend.
You want me to be so cruel or anything like that?
You said what? You said what? I demand you to talk now. Raven, are you in this party? Is D Raven in the party?
No.
Oh.
Now.
Yo, no, Josh, kick him out and lower the party limit. woman now. I got 200 tickets.
Bitch. I remember the days watching the Hot Boys and Master P. Went to Miami, one phone call, I pull up on wheel. Skirt. Calm down, please. Baby, how you doing? My name is Charlie. Kylie Wilson. How you doing? My name is Charlie. My name is Thorley. Suck my dick, bitch. Papa, it's like her day. Yeah.
What's up, people? Today we're going to be looking at the 5 strongest players in NBA. Really strong to compete up against players like Carmelo, Dennis Rodman, and Kevin McKay. To make it simple, he was one of the best small forward sized players in the NBA of all time. But he had the bulk and the strength to also be one of the best power forwards of all time. The key word there is strength. Barkley was one of the strongest players of all time, especially at his size. Barkley is 6'6", and he weighed around 252 pounds during his playing years. Currently, LeBron is known as one of the strongest players in the NBA. He's around 6'8" and weighs around 250 pounds. As you can see from the clips, Barkley wasn't a slow player either. He entered the league really fat, and that was on purpose.
So that's why we got to make sure the Sixers don't draft me now. So we went on a 2-day in binge. I had like 6 pancakes, bacon, wash it down with a vanilla shake. Then we went to lunch. I think I had like 4 or 5 pieces of Kentucky Fried Chicken, some mashed potatoes, some coleslaw. Then we went to dinner someplace. I had like a T-bone steak, had a baked potato. So we out of Philly. I get on the scale, I'm like 302. And when they said with the number 5 pick, the 76ers take Charles Barkley, the look on my face is, are you kidding me?
Then, Moses Malone told him he had to lose weight.
He said, you need to lose some weight. He said, you want to work hard, I'll help you, Big Mo help you. I'm getting to 270. And now I'm like, okay, you can tell I'm in shape now, and I'm getting to play. He gets to 260. At this point, I'm really starting to kick some butt. I'm starting to play well. He says, once you get to 250, I'm really rolling right now. And then he said, get to 240.
He said he needed before breakfast.
I got to 240, but I didn't feel strong and explosive. He said, no, 250 is your weight. And that's what I played my entire career at.
He then played at 250 pounds his entire career. Obviously, as he got older, he started to put on more weight and eventually got a little overweight. But for a guy his size, he was one of the strongest players in the NBA and in NBA history. Number 4, Karl Malone. Let me read you a quote back when Malone was playing in Utah. 4.8%. That's the current body fat percentage of the NBA's twice-elected MVP, Karl Malone, who stands at 6'9" and weighs in at 256 pounds. Karl Malone was not Michael Jordan when he came into this league. He made himself a great player through hard work, says Utah Jazz coach Jerry Sloan. Karl Malone is the all-time leader in free throws made and attempted for a good reason. It was damn near impossible to guard. He had the physical attributes to play as well as a skill set. Play Malone close and a quick first step could put a quick and rim-shaking end to that particular possession. And forget about blocking Malone when he was going for a dunk. Once he started the motion, the ball was going in the basket. Defenders had a better chance of getting their arm torn off than they did of stuffing Carmellone. Playing off was no great option either. He would simply show off his swingman range and nail 22. Take into consideration the fact that he could do this facing up or with his back to the basket, and you have the near impossible task to guard Carmellone. Malone was one of the NBA players of all time, and his workout was absolutely insane. Number 3, Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace was a beast. He wasn't your typical big man. This dude was straight jacked. Wallace was one of the only players in the NBA who weight trained religiously, and it shows. He performed traditional bodybuilding workouts during his time in the NBA, and it didn't affect his game. In fact, it made him better. He was big, ripped, and strong as hell. For a guy his size, at 6'9" and weighed around 109 kilos, is absolutely ridiculous, especially in the NBA. He wasn't the tallest center in the league, although the afro did make him over 7 foot tall, but going up against him was like going up against a brick wall. Wallace was a 4-time defensive player of the year, and he credits the confidence to his physique. The one story that stands out to me is when Ben Wallace was matched up against one of the most dominant and physically imposing big men that have ever played in the league, Shaquille O'Neal. Let's look at his career defining moment. Everyone knows that stopping Shaq is literally impossible, but you can decrease his output and make him work for his points, foul more, decrease his minutes, and that's exactly what the Detroit Pistons and Ben Wallace did. In fact, it was because they had Ben Wallace. During the three-peat of the LA Lakers, Shaq averaged 35.9 points per game, almost 36 points per game, 15 rebounds, and 2.93 blocks per game. And he accomplished this by averaging 44 minutes per game. His averages in 2004, when the Pistons beat the LA Lakers, was 26 points, 10.8 rebounds, 0.6 blocks per game. And it's not like he was out of his prime or injured. He still averaged 42.6 minutes per game, and only Kobe Bryant played more minutes than him. All of Shaq's stats are down, with the exception of the turnover rates and the field goal percentage, and the improvements in both categories are significant. Yes, it is true that Ben Wallace received a lot of help from Rasheed Wallace and other players, but still, he was the one that was spending most of his time guarding Shaquille O'Neal. And Ben Wallace did it without fouling out in any of the 5 games that he played, as he averaged only 3 fouls per game. In Game 2, he came quite close, as he had 5, but he still managed 43 minutes and recorded a double-double in a game that Detroit narrowly lost in overtime. In the 2001 finals, Shaq met the other 4-time Defensive Player of the Year in NBA history, in Carmellperry, and here is what he averaged then. 33 points, 16 rebounds, 3.4 blocks per game, 4.8 assists in 45 minutes. As you can see, the stats are overwhelmingly in Ben's favor, and both were by Larry Brown in their respective showings against Shaq. And who can forget his monster Game 5, in which he had 18 points, 22 rebounds, 3 steals, 1 block, 1 assist with 0 turnovers. Most importantly, Big Ben's presence in the lineup allowed the Pistons not to double-team Shaq and to guard effectively all of the other stars. Chauncey Billups won the Finals MVP in that series, and he thoroughly deserved it, but Big Ben was a very close second. I'll tell you what's even more crazy is that yes, he's 6'9", and yes, he was easily undersized. But in my opinion, the craziest thing about Ben Wallace was he was undrafted. That's just insane. Number 2, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, there's literally one other NBA player that I choose to have on my team to match up against Shaquille O'Neal, and that's saying something. I agree that he's the most dominant player to ever play in the NBA. He didn't play with finesse, he played with his strengths of muscle, weight, dominance, and power. He was simply bigger than everybody. At his best, Shaq was more than a force of nature. He was nature itself. Bigger, stronger, and more athletic than any other big man by a mile. He was utterly unstoppable on the block when he was dialed in. In his younger days, he ran the floor extremely well for a guy his size, consistently beating his man down the floor. Defensively, he could be an incredible shot blocker, both on the ball and from the weak side. The thing is, Shaq put on a lot of fat, and I mean a lot of fat, which didn't stop him from being an athlete. In fact, it made him more dominant and more physical. He was a more powerful weapon on the floor, but it did make him a very average rebounder for a guy his size. Just look at the numbers, especially when he went to Miami. To his defense, Shaq probably got fouled harder and more often than any other player in NBA history. he experienced more fouls that should have been called, or worse, called against him. Long and short of it, definitely, is Shaq was one of the greatest players ever. Definitely the most physically dominant player of all time. But he could have had the legacy of the greatest big man to ever play in the NBA. Well, that's just my opinion. Number 1, Will Chamberlain.
Hello?
Chamberlain could bench press 500 pounds
Carmen?
in his prime. Listen to this scenario. What would it be like if a prime, 7
Yeah, am I gonna get my
300
upgrade?
pounder with a great vertical for a guy his size, and a guy
Am
that
I
can
gonna get
bench
my upgrade?
500
Am I
pounds just came into the league right now? I think
Cause
he'd
he
expose
just
the NBA
passed.
for a sham it is today.
Yes. I got good grades.
Good everyone thinks this video why? Thompson
Okay,
is part of
okay,
his
I'm
own
bringing
niche
it.
in Golden State, but now that Durant is part of the Golden State Warriors and Draymond Green is emerging as one of the best power forwards in the game, this season I can honestly see Klay Thompson leading the Warriors in his highest scoring backcourt. It's going to be crazy to watch him and Curry and Kevin Durant on the same. Yeah, that's really happening. The reason I'm making this video is obviously because it's 1.5 blocks per game during his time in ball. Not to mention, Michael Thompson has something that no other father on this list has, an NBA championship. In fact, Michael Thompson also earned 2 rings playing at backup center for the Showtime Lakers. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, he only has 1 NBA championship, so he's trying to catch his father, and with Kevin Durant on the team, I don't see any reason why the Warriors won't be competing for NBA championships. Number 4, Al Horford. Now this is a player that I didn't even know had a father in the NBA, so let's get into it. Atlanta's Al Horford, or now Boston's Al Horford, which sounds very odd to say, has had a very good NBA career to say the least. Through 578 games, Horford is averaging 14.3 points, 8.9 rebounds, and 1.2 blocks, while shooting 53% from the field, placing him in select company. Horford will go down as one of Atlanta's all-time great big men. His father, on the other hand, Tito Horford, I believe I'm saying that right, I hope I am, played parts of 3 years in the NBA, with the Bucks in 1988 and 1990, and the Washington Bullets from 1993 only to 1994. Averaging 1.5 points, 1.3 rebounds. I actually couldn't find any footage of him, so I don't think he was very good. But I didn't know that Al Horford's father played in the NBA, so let me know down below in the comment section if you knew that. Number 3, Kevin Love. Kevin Love was actually once known as the best power forward in the league. And he was really, really good before he joined the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. We all know that Kevin Love's numbers would drop. We didn't think he'd drop this much in terms of rebounding, but literally he is doing his role for the Cleveland Cavaliers in order to win championships. And I think that's something that people don't understand. The same thing happened to Chris Bosh. I made a video on it if you want to check it out. It's all about Chris Bosh in that video, but I do mention Kevin Love and his role for the Cleveland Cavaliers and why people are hating on him, because really, he was one of the best rebounding power forwards in the league. Some games he got 30 and 30 games, 30 points and 30 rebounds, but now he doesn't really get many rebounds, and he really does cop a lot of criticism for not going after rebounds, but for those who don't know, he needs to play his role for the Cleveland Cavaliers, and his role isn't to go for rebounds. His role is to space the floor and get open for a LeBron James or Kyrie Irving kick out, because they already have Tristan Thompson in the paint. And if you have LeBron James on your team, the one thing that you don't want LeBron to do is shoot, because LeBron is so much better at driving into the basket or feeding open men for the shot. So if Kevin Love is in the paint, well, that puts another defender in the paint to stop LeBron from going to the ring, and it also limits a player that can shoot the ball from outside. So Kevin Love is playing his role for the team, and I think he probably does cop a little bit too much criticism. But that's besides the point. Kevin Love was one of the best rebounding power forwards. In fact, he was probably the best power forward at one point in time. Kevin Love has 26 career games in which he's recorded at least 35 points and 15 rebounds. The only active players, well, I guess one of them is not active anymore, but he was active, Tim Duncan, which I guess he's not active anymore, but you know what I mean, he was active with 44, and Dwight Howard with 37. Now, one thing that I didn't know was Kevin Love's father also played in the NBA. Love's father, Stan Love, was the 9th overall selection in the 1971 NBA draft, but he only played 4 years in the pros. He was done by 1975, retiring with averages of 6.6 points and 3.9 rebounds. I actually do have footage of Stan Love, which I'll play on the screen right now, so yeah. He looks a little bit like Kevin Love, I'm not gonna lie, but that afro, yeah, I don't know about that afro. Anyway, number 2, Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors and Del Curry. Stephen Curry's incredible play continues to impress almost everyone. He's taking the Golden State Warriors to record-breaking heights and back-to-back MVPs. He was the first unanimous MVP of all time, which is pretty crazy in my opinion. But the crazy thing is, he's only 6'3". He's doing things that haven't been done. He's one of the best shooters, if not the best shooter of all time. I think it's fair to say that he is the greatest shooter in NBA history. I think we can give him that honor now. If he somehow wins the MVP this season, which I definitely don't think he's going to do that because they got Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, the ball is going to be limited to how many shots he'll get, but if he somehow does, he will be the first player to achieve this accomplishment since Larry Bird did in the 1980s. Do I think that will happen? No way. In saying that, Curry always seems to achieve things that not many players are able to do, like choke a 3-1 lead in the NBA Finals. Anyway, he's quickly surpassed his father as a better NBA player, but his dad was by no means a bad player. Just like Steph Curry, he could shoot the rock. His father, Del Curry, played for the Utah Jazz, Cleveland Cavaliers, Charlotte Hornets, which I think he was mostly known at Charlotte, Milwaukee, and the Toronto Raptors. Del Curry was a former first-round pick who is the current franchise leader in points for the Hornets/New Orleans Pelicans franchise. While Del Curry was a solo player in the NBA, obviously Stephen is on the path to greatness. Del averaged 11.7 points, 2.4 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game. But I think he is honestly one of the main reasons why Steph is so good today. I'd say it helps having a mentor like Del Curry. Even if he wasn't the best player, he was able to teach Steph all about the shooting trip. I think he may even have taught all of them to Steph Curry, and unfortunately none to Seth Curry. Not gonna lie though, Seth Curry actually did play pretty well the other day in a preseason game with Dallas, but anyway, that's beside the point. Also, then again, it is preseason, so yeah, don't take any of that. Number 1, Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. Kobe Bryant, now retired, is one of the all-time greatest players, let alone greatest shooting guards. To be honest, I'm super interested to see what he'll do now that he's retired. I think it'd be pretty cool to see him in the media industry, considering how many stories he'd have. Imagine Kobe and Shaq on TNT. Maybe not. After Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant has the resume of one of the best shooting guards of all time. He's won 5 NBA titles and 2 finals MVPs. He also won an MVP, and he's a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. He became the 5th youngest player in NBA history to reach 30,000 points, and he leapfrogged over Michael Jordan for the 3rd all-time scorer. Bryant has 24 career 50-point games, which trails only Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan. General managers voted Kobe Bryant, nicknamed Black Mamba, as the toughest player in the NBA. Played 8 years in the NBA. NBA players. In their annual survey, NBA general managers voted Kobe Bryant, nicknamed Black Mamba, as the toughest player in the NBA. And I'm pretty sure you all know about Kobe Bryant's father. He wasn't very good, but he had a pretty cool nickname. Kobe Bryant's father, Joe, aka Jelly Bean Bryant, played 8 years in the NBA. He averaged 8.7 points and 4 rebounds. There's 2 things that Joe and Kobe Bryant have in common. Number 1, they have pretty dope nicknames. The Black Mamba and Jelly Bean, can't beat that. And number 2, they were both really, really athletic, which is something that I think Kobe gets from his father. The only thing I really know about Joe Jellybean Bryant, since I never really watched him play, was one particular moment, and it was the time when he dunked on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Obviously, Kobe got his athleticism from his dad, and here's the time he dunked on Kareem. It's pretty dope. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below in the comment section if you know a player that's currently in the NBA that's better than their dad, because I would actually like to know that, because it's pretty interesting, but this was only 5 players, so...
Judge What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
Curry family. So nervous, led by the superstar Riley. Of the second half. Grandpa, nothing better than a kiss off the free throw.
Chef curry with the pot, been cooking with the sauce. Chef curry with the pot, been cooking with the sauce. Chef curry with the pot, been cooking with the sauce. Chef curry with the pot, boy.
Where's Riley? There she is. I see you. I see you.
Doesn't that sound delicious? Little bacon, little fruits. So dig right in, try it.
Sounds good.
You want to try some?
Been smelling it for about 30 minutes. Ready to go.
You want to try some? Amen.
Yeah. Bring so much personality and spunk to our family, so. You ready? Say yes. Ready? She's only 2.
Alright.
Totally. Seriously? Like, for real? Ugh.
You know you got a new son. I mean new daughter.
No comparison to that.
one time. Hit me 2 times. Hit me 3 times. Lego.
Begin Thursday, June 4th, here in Oakland, as the Golden State Warriors will host the Cleveland Cavaliers. Coverage will begin at 8:30 Eastern on ABC with NBA Countdown.
We're up to the Wizards, the wonderful Wizard ball.
I'm gonna sing a song whenever you're ready. Ow! Ow, Charlie! Ow! Charlie! That really hurt!
I'm a loner, I'm a loner, I'm a loner. I'm a loner. And then I was like, or no. What?
Probably like 12, 13 years old. Short haircut, no facial hair, scrawny arms. Still Curry, son. Still Curry was considered awesome scholarship. My parents kind of made the coaches hesitate a little bit, thinking I might not be able to handle the physicality of major Division I basketball. But also confident in my game, what I can do, that wasn't going to stop me. Thankfully, Coach Hill believed in me. I swear to
It's the Davidson Wildcats taking on Davidson, the number 3 ranked mid-major team in basketball. Here is freshman Garrett Hayes, wide open inside of Beckway. Wallace Gosling, guarded by Gist. Archambault knocks down his second consecutive three-point shot and hit. Beckway, Strawberry against Curry at the other end. Count it, and a foul on Curry and Strawberry. Look at the Curry defense working on Strawberry. And ahead it goes to Gosling. Richards, oh, what a pass to Curry. Curry with foul. Oh, great steal by the ever-present Strawberry. So quick. What great quickness for a 6'9" player. Curry a quick three. Oh, right over the 7-foot Bowers of Maryland. What a shot. My goodness. 16 for Curry, the 10th leading scorer in college basketball. Curry's been terrific. Strawberry picks up his second personal foul. Curry with the game-high 16.
I'm telling you, from deep and driving, everywhere on the floor is the freshman. He's got Gary frustrated.
Vasquez picks it up. Speaking early was Jones and puts down the sledgehammer. Strawberry for 3. That is a big-time triple. They've turned it over 22 times. I think they're making Gary nervous as well. Here's Jones for 3.
second round game against Georgetown.
And this lead now is ballooned.
We were down 16 at one point in the second half. We stuck to the process of playing our game.
I still thought the kid could somehow suddenly catch fire, and that he did.
Can he hit this one? And one! 4-point play. Curry whips it inside, loves it easily again, and it's a 7-point game.
Steph being in his zone is effortless, to be honest. It's amazing to see. It almost looks like the game comes slow motion to him.
What a nifty move. Little tip.
Spectacular second performance by this.
Had a great celebration of the game. Nobody probably thought was getting
Unbelievable 17-point comeback behind Stephen Curry.
It was quick.
Finds a cutting Curry.
Pretty special day. I've been playing basketball since I was
33 points for Stephen Curry. Davidson, 73, 56 over Wisconsin, and they are heading to the Final Eight.
We were kind of getting used to making this run. Like I said, every other game it's the same.
We're nice to be there. Got an Elite Eight banner hanging up. Something that we'll always remember.
But this is a guy that was unrecruited by the ACC and has made his way to being a potential lottery pick. It speaks volumes for hard work.
I'm fresh paper blatant, along with some red kicks made by an ancient. Vila nada, Prada never, I'm an investment, send it really into the streets. DJ Ill Will, when it was Cali, yo, 88 Cuban drink, I wasn't even born, so I just wanna keep Cali, yo.
Single-handedly keeping an undermanned team in the game. Scott just J.R. Smith on it. Now they switch to Prigioni. Easy money for Steph Curry.
So good, so good. Well, his career high. Watch how high.
And has
fucks wanna hate on me because I'm light skinned. But you know what I'm saying. Suck my
Steph Curry has to impersonate it. Yeah, he had the baby looking left, right, left, left.
Steph Curry, he can score points in a hurry, and he can dance. Big fan. Now make that O.
No, I got out the car. I got out the car. Volcom.
Are y'all in free mode?
Your car's on the roof, Volcom.
Oh,
Your
I
car's on the
died.
roof.
Are y'all in free mode?
Volcom, your car's on the roof.
Finna fucking play Black Ops cause I fuck with that, She tried to put me on a Black Ops. But I love playing Black Ops.